So if you guys live in Japan, you probably know that there is something called rush hour here, and it's a very much true thing. Rush hour in Japan is literally so busy. It's the time of the day where everybody needs to get to work or everybody needs to get home, and the trains are just packed. Like, you cannot go anywhere. So let me tell you what happened while there was rush hour and I was on the train. So I was going to go to Universal Studios in Japan, and I was super excited for it, and one of my friends was gonna pick me up at my station, and then we were gonna go together to Universal Studios. So when we got on the train, it was not busy at all at the time. Like, it was busy, like there were no seats that we could sit in, so we had to stand, but like it wasn't crowded or anything. So we were on the train, and it went like a few stops, and then we got to stop, which is very busy usually, and that's where it all happened. Everyone just got on at the fucking same time, and it was like a swarm of bees, literally. And I was just pushed towards the corner of the train with my back facing the door, and my friend who was with me, my guy friend, he was like, oh, let me just like get in between me and the people in front. And so he turned his body towards me, and he did like, you know, the Capcut, the one where you like put your hand towards the door and then just look down at me. And I'm just like, this man was tall, by the way. I was not that tall, I was quite small. So I just look at him and I'm like, hi. And he's like, hi. And I just look at him, and like, literally, when I'm telling you, my heart skipped a beat in that moment. It skipped a million beats. It was like that for like, I think it was like 5 minutes. It felt like 5 hours. And then we got off. So yeah, be careful of rush hours. You might find your love of your life in there, literally.
Ciao. Anyway, so.
What the hell? 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 What the hell?
There will never be an aesthetic as iconic as the 2014 Tumblr aesthetic. The low-saturated photos, you just had to be there. This was the unofficial uniform of the whole era. Everyone was listening to Ultraviolence by Lana Del Rey. This album was the epitome of the 2014 Tumblr aesthetic. This photo was our equivalent of the Mona Lisa. Like, why were we taking pictures of oil spills on the floor? This honestly should be next year's Met Gala theme.
The massive guilt after cutting yourself is the worst. Getting up in the morning and getting ready for school knowing that you have to keep your blazer on. Then if you're warm, your heart starts beating faster, and you can feel yourself sweating and getting stressed because it's not like you can walk out then tell them it's because you're warm, because all they'll say is that you could have taken your blazer off. And then when you get back home, you're still covering yourself because you know your parents will just scream at you. And in the summer, you're seeing all the girls with crop tops on, and you're there with a jumper on.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Fine, thank you.
And that's when it hit me. The best idea I ever had in my entire life. That's the worst idea you ever had in your entire life.
Villain, your reign of terror ends here. Naive hero. One day you'll find— Is that a fucking spider? You're a bad guy. Machines, you're the one who has superpowers. Doesn't mean anything. Koyoharu doesn't know how to kill a spider. Did your mother do everything for you as a child? Did my mother do this?